Hey everybody, and welcome to my new channel. I am super excited because this has been a long time coming, which I think I've mentioned a few times in my video. I've been wanting to do this for years, and I actually did have an old channel that I started in high school like 7 years ago or so that I barely did anything on. So I'm really excited that I'm finally doing this. There's just a few things that I needed that I finally have now. I needed the camera, which I got a few years ago, and my husband, for our anniversary a few months ago, he got me a MacBook to edit my videos with. So I'm really excited to finally do this. So yeah, today I'm going to show you just how to do it. The camera kind of washes it out, so I really hate that, but I will try to work with it. I'm going to show you how to do like a quick glam look. It should only take you about 20 minutes. It takes me a while on camera because I'm explaining things, but it should only take you about 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes to do your face. The lashes, the pop of color. I did spring because it's finally starting to look like spring up in here. And the highlight. So that's like my three things that I really... Of course, brows. Brows are like an essential. Like if I am just trying to do a quick look, I always do some mascara and some brows. That's basically it. But lashes, pop of color, and my highlight is really like gonna make this look on point. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and please, I think I said this at the end of the video, but like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Alright, thank you and enjoy. So first thing you always want to do is prep and prime your skin. I'm actually in the market for a new primer. I already prepped my skin. So if you know of a good drugstore primer that you love, please comment below and let me know. Go ahead and get your beauty blender or whatever you use to... I'm going to really try hard not to say but it's going to be real hard, so work with me, okay? Go ahead and get out your beauty blender or whatever you use to apply your foundation with. I like Beauty Blender, or actually I like Real Technique sponges. They are inexpensive, drugstore brand, and I like the way it applies. And I prefer a sponge, a beauty sponge, because I think the application is just so much better than a brush. So whatever you like to use is fine, but I prefer a beauty sponge. Like I said, if you haven't tried Real Technique, get it, girl, because $4.50 or whatever opposed to 20 bucks. My current favorite foundation for a while now actually is the I prefer drugstore brands right now. Mama ain't got no money to go out every month and spend $30 on a foundation. I prefer the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I like to look glowy, and I don't necessarily have dry skin or really oily skin. I guess I have combination. I have pretty good skin. That's one quality I like about myself is my skin. But yeah, I just like a luminous foundation. So this is my little cocktail that I use. I use 1 pump of the Soft Ivory and 2 pumps of the Natural Buff. So I just mix that on the back of my hand. I'm not trying to flip you off, guys. I apologize for that. And then I just kind of dot it around me face. Here, let me get my hair out of the way. And then I just kind of take my beauty sponge and like get a little bit on there and then just blend it in. Really pressing it into the skin. And if you guys don't know, if you are new to makeup, the best way to match your foundation, I know like if you can actually try, that's the thing with drugstore, you can't normally try it before you buy it. But I think that they have a good return policy on certain places. But if you want to match your foundation to your skin, you just take a little dot it, because you want it all to match. So your face is rarely the same color as your chest and your neck. So what you want to do is you want to take your, on the decolletage, dot in it. And if it disappears, you're good, girl. And that's the best way to match your foundation to your skin. I always blend my foundation down my neck and to my chest because, honey, you don't want a line. Alright, next thing you want to do is conceal. Alright, so go ahead and take your concealer, and I just go ahead and go under the eye in like a triangle motion. I like this because you can just, it's like a little sponge thing, and you can just apply it right to your eye or face. And then I go on the eyes. This will act as my eyeshadow primer always. I never buy a separate eyeshadow primer. I really just don't see a point. Use your concealer. It primes your eyes just as good, I promise you. So I go down my nose and a little triangle of my forehead, under the nose, a little bit of the chin, and sometimes if I want to do good as far as contouring goes, I will go underneath here. And that just does all the highlighting. And then I go ahead and, I just realized I didn't do this side. I go ahead and blend out my eyes with my finger. And then I use my beauty sponge and blend out the rest. Also, a beauty sponge I feel like it's a lot quicker than if you were to use a brush. Alright, next thing I do, you guys do not have to do this, but I prefer to do this. It is an extra step in the game. So if you're like really in a hurry and you don't want to, that's fine. But I don't know why I'm opening it yet because I want to show you. I always set my foundation with a powder lightly. So I've used this for years. It's the Neutrogena Mineral Sheers Loose Powder Foundation. So it is a powder foundation. So it will give you more coverage and it will have color to it. So if you do not want heavy coverage or you feel like you're scared it's going to be caked face, which for me it doesn't, go ahead and just get a loose translucent powder. And it won't look as heavy and it won't give you any more coverage. But even though I have great skin, I really do have pretty good skin, I just prefer, if I'm doing my makeup, it's going to be full coverage, okay? So I honestly just hit under the eyes to set that, especially since I had those veins. And it's kind of like, has some dark circles under there. I don't want that to move around, okay? Don't want to be scaring nobody. I'm just kidding, but so I just set that. I set the eyes to prep for the eyeshadow, and then I just kind of set underneath the nose. Honestly, I'm using like the littlest bit, if you could see. I'm really not using that much. I set on the chin. Literally, I'm just not using that much. And then I just do, so the middle of the face, underneath the eyes. Okay, finally figured out what was going on with my memory card because I kept saying it was full and I kept having to go download it on my computer. Anyway, last thing we did, I think, was the concealer. No, sorry, we set it. So, and I think I was saying if you want to use a translucent powder, go ahead and do that, but I prefer to use this just so it gives me a little bit extra coverage even though I don't really technically need it. And I do like everything with the Beauty Blender because I just think it looks so flawless and I just love it. So I went ahead and did that with the Beauty Blender also. Next, I want to contour because Mama likes to be a little bit slim. If you don't like to contour, then go ahead and just kind of bronze up your face a little bit if you want to, just to give it a little more definition. But I'm pretty quick. I got it down pat, so I'm going to go ahead and contour a little bit. I'm just using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. And I'm just going to go out. And I'm using Morphe 5M28 to contour with. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit my cheeks. Hit tops of my forehead. I'm going to kind of smush it down a little bit and hit the cheeks again. You want to go from the top of your ear down to your mouth. So you want to keep it up here. You don't want to go down here. You don't want to go around. You want to keep it up and blend it up. That's going to give it the nice line that you want. And then I always kind of go under the chin and on the jawline. If you got a little double chin action going on like Mama does sometimes, this will help that. I have not slimmed down as quickly with this baby like I did last time, so you know, all that I can do to help with that. Trick people into thinking that I'm skinny. And then I, like you saw me do, I blend it down the neck so that everything again is like a nice gradient, flawless finish. And then I kind of smush it down again and do a little bit of nose contouring. This is supposed to be quick, so this is nothing precise, but you just want to, you don't have to, but I got kind of a big nose, so yeah, we're just trying to fool people into thinking we're cute. Alright, and then I go back with the flat part of my beauty blender that I use for the powders, and I just go like this and go underneath so it's a nice cleaned up line there. But next I'm going to go ahead and do some blush. I'm going to take, since spring is in the air, I'm going to go ahead and take this Tarte Blush Bazaar palette. I really love it. And I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Exhilarating, and it's a nice pinky shade for the springtime. I'm going to mix that together with Fortunate right here. Again, I'm not trying to flip you off. So these two colors, just mix them together. Tap off the excess because we ain't trying to clown up our face, okay? I always start from the back and move it forward so that we don't do it so heavy at the apples of our cheeks. Again, we don't want to look like a clown, so we gotta do what we can. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I love highlight. This is one of the key steps for me to look just glammed out. I do not skip my highlight. I love highlight. I'm going to go in with this Becca highlighting palette. This was a Christmas edition, I think. And again, I love to use my beauty blender. If you have not used your booty, if you haven't used your booty, you probably shouldn't use your booty or your beauty sponge to highlight, then I suggest you do it. It just changes the game with your highlight. So I'm going to take Icicle and Rose Quartz and mix those together. And go ahead and highlight the very top of your cheekbones. And I do not play around with my highlight, okay? I will lather this. I will bathe in my highlight, okay? I like a strong highlight. You want to avoid underneath the eye, especially if you have wrinkles, because that's just going to accentuate any kind of wrinkles you have. So I just like to keep it right in here. So I just press it in like I do with everything else. And then I like to take the white one that I use and do a little bit on my center of my nose, and then bring it down the bridge of my nose just a little bit, not too crazy. I do a little bit right here, do a little bit of the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin. Again, this is going to be so much quicker if you're not talking and explaining stuff. Like, this takes me 20 minutes to do. So next I'm going to take a eyebrow brush. I always have used this e.l.f. angled brush, so that's what I use. Alright, so I like to start from underneath and just do light strokes, and then do the top part. And then I go ahead and do my little tail. Again, I do light brush strokes to keep it as natural looking as possible. And then I go ahead and do the front. And I do mine more squared than anything. And you want to keep with your natural brow. If you want to make it as natural as possible, like in the best shape for you as possible, you want, unless you've done some crazy hack job to your brows, you want to keep with the natural shape of your brow. Alright, next I'm going to jump in to eyeshadow. So I ain't trying to do anything crazy. This is just supposed to be a quick glam. This is like if I don't have any time but I want to look really good still. So I'm going to just go ahead and take this. I want to take a palette that you can purchase like at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Morphe 350 original, just 350. I haven't got the second one yet, but I'm going to go ahead and take that. And we're only going to use probably a couple colors. So I'm going to start off with this color right here, that neutral blending color. I'm going to take the Morphe, I don't know, there's no number on this, but this is what it looks like, just a fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go in my crease and blend it up. Okay, and next I'm gonna go ahead and take just the color right below it. So I just use this one and you're just gonna go pop right down there. And take another blending but more precise blending brush like this Morphe E22 brush. Just get a little bit on there. And then we're just gonna pop that in the crease and define it a little better. And then I'm just gonna take this first brush that I use and blend it all together. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes because I think that that's one of the most important things that I can do for myself. All right, now I'm just gonna take my mascara. I am using the Voluminous Slash Paradise L'Oreal mascara. This is my favorite mascara at the moment. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do my bottom lashes. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my top lashes. Alright. Alright, you could just stop right there, but I want a little bit more of a, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this Sephora Lip Cream Lip Stain in 04. It's like a coral color. I'm gonna try it out. I don't know how it's gonna look, but we're gonna try. Because it is springtime now, we'll go ahead and do kind of pops of spring color. And I don't know, we'll try it. Alright, after that, I'm going to go ahead and take some lashes. You don't have to do this again. You do not have to do this step. I just want to quickly add that this will take probably an extra 5 minutes with the lip in this, so 25 minutes total. Alright guys, and that is it. Again, you do not have to do, really don't do the lip or the eyelashes, but I feel like for a quick glam look, lashes, lips, and highlight is really going to make it, your look just really pop and your face just pop. So yeah, that is my look, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and please subscribe to my channel, my new channel. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad I finally did it. Please subscribe. Please share it so other people can see it. Also, if you want to check me out on Instagram, I have a makeup page and a personal page, but my makeup page is Tammy, T-A-M-M-Y-M-U-A. So that's it, Tammy M-U-A. Thank you all, and I will see you in the next video.
Water break. Also, I apologize. I'm gonna have to keep popping this thing back. Actually, I can just edit it out. This is some Neutrogena mineral, a loose, I can't talk, a loose translucent. It is spring, so I'm gonna take these two colors right here. It is called, why did they make it? Sorry, okay.